Throughout basically my life, from a young age, I mean, I used to hang out with basically in terms of, the servants' kids, and that sort of stuff. And, when you go home, you say, you suddenly say, why the hell do I have so much? And these guys have nothing. That sort of shit. And that constantly ate me up. Everyone is here for a purpose. The idea is to realize what your higher purpose is and then understand how you're going to fulfill it. And eventually I realized what my higher purpose was. It was to ensure that I eradicated poverty. The objective is to create a self-sufficient society and ensure that this then self-sufficient society could be replicated in 600,000 villages in India. Namaste. So how have things been in Chitrakoot?
It's going on fine, sir. We're just redesigning the website. In Chitrakoot, in the agricultural section, this is what all we do.
So ideally, my dream would be to leave work on Friday, get to Chitrakoot on the weekend and get back on Sunday night or Monday back for work. It's impossible to do. Okay, why? Because of the lack of connectivity in India. The easiest way to get to Chitrakoot is to take a private jet. Okay, now hiring a private jet basically in terms of cost as much as a village does, to take a village from below the poverty and put it above the poverty. So effectively in terms of it defeats the purpose. And therefore I decided to try the trains. By train from Bombay it takes about 26 hours. I said to myself, wow, this is just incredible. People pay good money and still have to basically put up with this rubbish. Just imagine, in India where you could travel from any part of India and get to wherever you want to get to within 1 hour. And if I could deliver a product to the common man, which basically constitutes about 800 million people, then I would think that it's a perfect business opportunity. There are 15 million people who go by train in a day. 15 million people. You do the math.
This is your captain. Prepare for takeoff.
I was in London at the time when Stelios created EasyJet, and I was always fascinated with basically how he did it. Many people around the world have already started a low-cost airline. The uniqueness comes in trying to take that wheel, which is already invented, and fine-tuning it, localizing it. You cannot just pluck something out of the West and bring it into India and think it's going to work.
Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon?
We'd be offering fares from 600 rupees, okay, all the way down to 1 rupee. How many people can afford a 1 rupee fare? I would imagine every single Indian can. Okay, your rickshaw driver can, servants. In the year 2005, having an elite class who can fly in a country of 1 billion people is ridiculous. I rather look at it from, forget it from a business perspective, from a social conscience, I love it. The reason is because people benefit, people gain.